DFW with your hosts, Robbie and Tracy Mitchell.
Welcome to Live from DFW. I'm Holly Williams, and we're here at The Hook, Women's Ultimate Fitness in Colleyville, Texas. We're here to see if Robbie and Tracy can dance like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Let's go check it out.
So remember, whenever we're setting up to begin with, you want to find a box master that is a good height for you, okay? So this one is going to be good for Tracy. You want to think your hands are going to be straight out. Okay, you want to be close enough to where you're actually touching the pads. So for Robbie, we're going to be moving up, a little taller. Okay.
Great.
Is that about shoulder height for you? Or is that too high?
No, that's good.
Setting up, we're actually going to use X-stance. Okay, so first,
Say that again.
X-stance.
I thought you said X-lax, but you said X-stance.
Did everybody go to the bathroom before we
Yes.
started? Everybody took a...
We heard
We
about
good?
you, Lauren.
We're good. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go feet a little bit wider than shoulder width.
Okay.
For your punches, you wanna keep those hands at your cheekbones, okay?
Okay.
When we're punching, basically your 1 and 2 pads are gonna be your jab and cross, so we aren't using those today, so you're gonna have cross body, palm will turn down, thumb turn down. Every time you throw your left hand, your left foot is gonna pivot on that toe. Right hand, right foot's gonna pivot. So jab and cross are 1 and 2, palms turning. If you wanna step up a little bit closer, just so you can get a little feel for it, I'm gonna go on this one. So 5 and 6 will be your uppercuts, okay? So from there, you're gonna get into a little bit of a squat position. Elbow comes back. You're gonna punch up into that 5 pad, pivoting on your right foot. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. All right. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. Make sure your uppercuts.
Again?
You have, yeah, keep going. Keep it going. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. Keep it going. Give it some power. It's not gonna hit you back. Let's get it. Good. 5-3, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4. Make sure you're pinching on those toes too. Power from the ground up. Good job, y'all. Keep it coming. Good. Ready.
Yeah.
So when you're going down the ladder, since everybody has their own ladder, you're going out, out, in, out, out, in.
Good.
Yeah. Every square, athlete.
You look
Athlete.
you look like one of the people that live in black.
This is square. So remember, you're going in and out all the way down. Yeah. Great. And let's go. In and out, every square. Woo! Out, in. Quick feet. Oh! Come on. I need you like that.
Quick.
I think when you got to the end, you got one of these guys. You went, no. I saw it.
Who?
You did.
Me?
Yes.
Can't believe you just lied on me like that.
Every square, out, in, and let's go. Every square. Uh-oh, he's getting nervous. Come on. I need to go way back. Every square, good. Okay. Break it up.
Okay, let's hug. Let's hug. Let's hug. Put your hands down. Let's hug.
Wow, this has been one of the most inspiring days that I've ever had. I'm so glad we did this. When I first connected with you the other day, you were telling me a little bit of your story and the background of why the hook is so important to you. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Sure. So a while back, I was looking for something to do that really changed that concept of or perception of the fitness industry.
Yes.
Women don't want to work out. They don't want to take care of themselves because they feel that they have. The minute they walk in the fitness room, everybody looks at them, they don't fit in, there are labels, and that is, I am telling you, consistently what I have heard through what I have built here. So I decided that I wanted to put very big emphasis in empowering women through fitness. And while what we do here is magnificent, we provide great workouts. However, the most important thing to me is walking in half the times with their heads down and not know what to expect, and they just walk out of here so empowered and powerful. The minute they put their gloves on, it's like, whoa, this is really what I needed. So what I wanted to do is create I wouldn't say tribe, because that's like overused.
Oh, I love that word, though.
But it is a little bit overused, but it is a tribe.
Yes.
You know, the tribe that connects with my beliefs.
Yes.
Not just a tribe that everybody can walk in. Absolutely they can walk in, but they have to kind of be like us, you know, that we are not going to talk about each other, that there's no drama. There's going to be, you know, lifting each other up through fitness and other things. So that has been my purpose behind the hook.
Well, we were talking just a little bit and about, if you don't mind, your personal story. Maybe just take 1 minute and tell us. I mean, the things that you have overcome is reflective in the passion that you have to build the mind, body, and spirit. And I love what you said, because we as women, we're not just competitive with ourselves, but we are overly aggressive and competitive with each other. And when you have a backstory like you have, it makes you not want to push other women out of the way, but to really grow and nurture women. So if you could tell us a little bit about your backstory, about how you came to Dallas and the things that shaped your world.
Well, the fact that when I moved to the States, when I was 15 years old, and I did not speak the language at all.
And you were from?
I'm from Puerto Rico, and it landed in Miami. My mom brought us, it was 3 of us at the time, and went into a high school where I was a freshman and did not speak the language. It was in a Jewish community, which I love, you know, and so learned a lot, and I just, every day I would sit down and I will just write a word that I learned, and I wanted to, it was like building my own dictionary.
Wow. So in 1 year, you were placed in a community where you were not of a particular faith, you didn't know any English at all, you were in junior high school. What did you do to survive?
I mimic a lot. I mimic a lot, and I went ahead and every day I would come home and I would write the words that I knew that they were most common to use.
Yes.
I strategized, you know. I mean, I was very good at strategizing.
Surviving.
Yeah, it was survival.
So you learned English, you mastered it in 1 year.
In 1 year.
Which is amazing.
Yes, it is, because it's very hard when you're 15.
Wow. So what is the one thing, maybe a sentence, maybe a phrase, maybe a quote, something that throughout your life you just kind of hung on to and just said, you know what, this is an anchor for me?
Your environment will be stronger than your willpower.
Okay, so say that again real slow.
Your environment will be a lot stronger than your willpower.
I love that. And so, and I guess that's part of the reason that you formed a place where women and environment could come to be built up, to be strengthened. I love this. So I want to encourage you, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area at all, particularly close to Grapevine, I invite you to come out to the Hook. You're going to be empowered. You're going to meet amazing women. You're going to be strong not only in your physical body, in your core, but mind, body, soul, and spirit. You're going to meet a lot of new friends. You're going to have a great time, and most importantly, you're going to be glad that you came by.
A harsh reality of life is that it's not always enjoyable. Everyone has experienced rejection, whether in the form of harsh words, unreciprocated love, loss, or betrayal. Most people perceive rejection as a negative occurrence, when in reality, rejection can be one of the most powerful tools in life. Downside Up offers wisdom, guidance, and personal application, while also outlining and establishing key biblical principles that promote emotional and mental wellness. Readers will understand the importance of developing a positive and God-designed self-portrait, identify their life's purpose, and maximize their potential for success. Discover the value of godly mentors and other positive relationships. and overcome negative thoughts, fear, and lack of self-confidence. Rejection is not about experiencing loss. It is an asset for fulfilling your dreams. Downside Up by Tracy Mitchell.
Sad, confused, lonely. Where was my protector? Unloved, hurt, brokenhearted. A little girl crying every night. How could my father do this? How could he? My own father, who I loved. I was his little girl. Sad, broken, hurting. I found myself as a teenager, running wild, rebellious, hurting, angry, broken, abused, violated. I was a teen, running wild, being promiscuous with so many different people, looking for that love in all the wrong places and faces. I found myself in a club, and before you know it, I'm doing shameful things. Shameful. Can't even believe that I would have done all those things. It's like I didn't even have a conscience. I was hurting. And I went through 2 live-in relationships in a series of men after men. Just hurt, broken. Actually, because I had been abused, now I felt I was going to abuse. That I was going to hurt others now because I had been hurt. Oh, I was alone in an alley and found myself at knife point. At first I was resisting until I thought, he could kill me. I seen the evil in his eyes. I seen the evil he did prior to him dragging me through the alley. I was actually starting to feel terror, terrorized. Then later on, I heard that this man, him and his brother, had killed an actor out in California. So he was capable of murder. I remember the day that I thought I was going to lose my children. Oh, the mental torment that I went through. See, I thought I could handle anything in life. I was Miss Tough Woman. Matter of fact, I was the kind, if you looked at me cross-eyed, I was ready to fight with you, and I ended up in several fights. But this was more than I could bear. I couldn't take it. That's why I called my mother. She had the answer. And then she led me to the Lord. And I found that peace. That mental torment was gone because of Jesus. If you were to read my biography, you wouldn't believe it's the same person. Matter of fact, when I tell my story, when I go and minister at places and tell my story, just like I'm doing today, it's hard to believe that I'm the same person, because I don't even think that way anymore. No longer am I in my addictions, but even my mindset, the things that I think about,
very contented and happy. Very thankful to my God for reaching out and rescuing me from the depths of sin and setting me free.
Wow, we have had such an incredible day.
Wow. Boxing,
Yes,
Candy Rose's testimony.
I know.
Powerful. The fight, that's what life is. That's what we heard from that testimony.
Yeah.
Powerful how she fought through everything to get where she is today as a great evangelist that
Yes.
seeks the Lord. But man, you talk about life as a battle.
Yes.
You know, as we were boxing, I was thinking about that, the jabs we were throwing, the hooks, at the hook.
I landed some good ones, I think.
You know, I let you hit me that one time. I want you
okay.
to know that,
That's
though.
what
I
it
even
is.
pinpointed and said, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
you
one.
enjoyed that, but that's the way life is, you know. I mean, it's the good fight of faith. You know, Paul told Timothy to fight Timothy. There's a certain fight that if you fight it, it's a sin to fight.
Yes.
But if you don't fight a certain battle, it's a
Yes.
sin by fighting the good fight of faith. And that's what Paul told Timothy. And, you know, Tracy, ever since I've been truly born again, it's been a battle. We know that flesh wars against spirit and spirit wars against flesh. It's a daily battle, and it seems like it never goes away. So it's not just about fighting the enemy of our soul. You know, I tell people probably the biggest battle I have is not the devil. The most trouble out of it's Robbie.
Y'all
It's,
agree.
it's keeping, you didn't have to say that, but it's keeping Jesus, even
Yeah.
above fighting Satan, it's keeping Jesus in front of Robbie daily instead of Robbie in front of Jesus, and then let the flow begin.
A lot of people, you know, they've asked me the question, how do you know when you're truly born again or you've accepted Christ? And I love the answer, and I've heard it before, and I firmly believe this, that when we are truly born again, we stop living for self and we start living for Christ. We no longer wake up making the choices every day. What do I think? What do I want to need? What do I need? What's going to feel good to me?
Right.
But literally, what does Christ want from me today? Which direction should I go? What choice should I make? How should I be disciplined in serving Him instead of it constantly? You know, we live in a me-ism society. That's what I call it, a me-ism, M-E-ism, me-ism society, where we are chronically absorbed. What do I think? What do I want?
Right.
What do I need? And we internalize all of our experiences in life rather than living out what Jesus did, and that's, may my life be surrendered, sacrificed to you today, and how can my life benefit someone else around me?
You know, I think over 3 decades now traveling, and it's the same thing everywhere. No matter the color of the skin, the gender, geographical location people were born and raised in, but bottom line, getting to heaven and the battle that it is. I thought about, I think I said this to you the other day, but you know, people I deal with, some of them, to throw a number out without exaggeration, in all their life, some of them live to be 85, 90 years old. They've asked Christ to forgive them 30,000 times. They've never repented. They've never repented once.
Right, it's good.
Many that have asked Him over and over, forgive me, but they do not know what the battle. They give into it instead of win it, what true repentance is.
Yeah.
You know, I heard this the other day and I thought, you know, I just picture it in my mind that nowhere in the red letter in the Bible did Jesus ever chase people around and get in front of them and stop them and go, here I am.
Yeah.
Just ask me to forgive you. You won't find that recorded in the red letter. Here I am, like, stop what you, just ask me to forgive you. But He did say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And you made a statement to me the other day that was powerful. You had heard at a conference or somewhere you went, and I preached this the other night, that Jesus, and here's what many church people don't get, Jesus never asked anybody to accept Him. He asked them to follow Him.
Right. That's
He asked them to follow Him.
Yes.
And that's been the battle that we saw in the great testimony a while ago on the program of Candy Rose, is the depth that she was violated, she had gone into, and then reaped things that she didn't sow. But also reap things later that she did due to that.
Yeah.
But look how she fought through. I'm sure the temptation after she was born again continued to haunt her, but she fought through.
Yeah.
She knew how to throw the
I think,
uppercut and get out of it.
Every battle begins in the mind. every battle that we have in life.
Right.
And I don't think God created us to live from battle to battle. I think it should be from victory to victory. And sometimes we act as even if our walk with God or experience with God is just drudgery. And God did not create us to live in this perpetual state of everything is a battle. You know, when we truly surrender our hearts and lives to Him, when we wake up and we adjust, it's like setting your alarm clock, when we adjust our mentality that day, that today, my only focus is going to be to serve you and to please you. When I wake up like that with a mindset that today...
You wake up to please me?
Some days.
Oh, okay.
Not every day.
You meant the Lord, I'm sorry.
But when I set my mind and my affection on pleasing Him, then I discover I'm not tormented by battles that day.
Right.
I'm not battle weary or battle laden. And life is really not meant to be lived from that posture. You know, we're supposed to be victorious. We're supposed to be successful.
Amen.
We're supposed to walk in health. We're supposed to walk in prosperity. And when we acclimate our mind and our thinking, and most importantly, our vocabulary, that God has created us to be victorious in all things, then we all of a sudden go from that mentality of everything being a battle to now we are walking in victory daily.
So there is a way to throw a knockout punch.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is a way to learn how to jab, as we were doing.
Yes.
There is a way to throw the right and the left and know how to hit him.
But we have to position ourselves. Right.
You think a lot of people are throwing in the air at Satan, but they never connect.
Right. They miss the mark.
The power of the rebuke. There's an art. You know, I tell people this, that if I give a basketball in the hands of anybody, they can throw it in the air, but not many people can hit the hoop. You don't get points for throwing it in the air.
Right.
Anybody can swing a baseball bat, but you don't get to run the bases because you swing it. You got to connect, and not many people can do it when a good pitcher is pitching.
Yes.
Anybody can kick a football off of a tee, but you don't get points until it goes to the goalpost.
Well, unless you're my favorite football team, in which case
we know who that
are
is.
gonna win.
Roll Tide. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Go Hogs. All right.
Yes.
You got to make it go through the goalpost. So I've made this statement to people. Anybody can throw out words and say they're rebuking the enemy, but there's an art to taking authority. There is a knowledge in this warfare. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty through God.
Okay, so what does that really, when we say that, what does that mean?
I think through, when Paul said, lay hands suddenly on no man, but yet, again, what I said earlier, there is a fight to fight. The art of being led by the Spirit, in other words, prayer, that's one of our weapons.
Yes.
Learning to speak the word, that's one of our weapons. Learning how to take authority and walk in it, talk in it, instead of just singing songs about it, clapping our hands in church and then going home defeated. That's what we've got to learn. The prayer, the fasting, the knowing the word, not just memorization, but knowing the word in your heart and in your spirit, and learning to fight that fight. And sometimes, I don't go around picking him, but I'm ready.
Yes, sure.
Whenever he raises his ugly head, I'm ready.
When you said that, I instantly reflect back to when we were at the boxing center today, and we were throwing these right, left, jab, uppercuts, hook shots, and 5 or 6 minutes of that, and I was exhausted. I thought I was in great shape before I went in there. And then as the longer we were there, the more she encouraged us to pause, to take an intentional break, to stretch our bodies, to release our minds, to absorb the moment before we actually go back into the battle or back into throwing punches.
To recuperate.
Yeah, a time of recovery. And I thought, how applicable that is in our own lives. You and I both know spiritual giants who take almost a fatal tumble in morality, from the big names to the no names.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that lately, giving great thought to it. Why do we see spiritual giants take tumbles? And the more that I've thought about it and prayed about it, even in my own life, I've discovered that when I get away from that time of recovery, when I'm not spending that half hour in the morning with the Lord, when I'm not reading the Bible, not because I'm looking for something to preach or say, but to read it for myself, self-reflection, time away with the Lord, time away for our marriage, time away to do the principles. When we're not in that season of recovery, we get weary. Our muscles, whether spiritual or in the natural, they begin to become fatigued, and we can't carry
Right.
what we could have carried had we rested in that season of recovery.
Well, Jesus had to pull, aside and get alone with the
Yes.
Father. And that's an overlooked scripture many times. He's God.
Yes.
He's not a man. He's God in flesh.
Yeah.
And he had to pull aside. You know, even the Word says that 6 days God created the heavens and earth, and on the seventh day he rested. For 6 days, that word in the Hebrew is he exhaled.
Yes.
For 6 days, everything he spoke, he exhausted himself by speaking. Some atheist said one time, "You mean God was tired? You're telling me your God was tired?" I said, "No, here's what he did. For 6 days, everything we say, we speak out with air.
Yes.
Whether it's a syllable, sp, whether it's a t, t, whether it's s, no matter p, no matter what the letter syllable, we speak, we exhale to form it. God said, God spoke in Genesis 1.
Yeah.
He spoke to create. But on the seventh day, it said, for there he rested. That word in the Hebrew means he inhaled.
Yes.
Instead of exhaling the entire time, he literally sat back, as you and I would say, and just took a deep breath and inhaled. He refreshed himself. And that's exactly what I've noticed over the years of constantly going every week. I have to stop more and inhale and refresh myself. So when you brought this up a while ago, you want me to take you to Hawaii or something.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah,
I know.
why
you set
not?
me
That
up
sounds
on
so
national
good right
TV.
now. Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Well, you know, it's funny because just last week I was reading, I think it was last Thursday or Friday, I was reading in Genesis chapter 1, and it said that God had created all of these things, and then he stepped back and he looked at it, and he said, "It is good."
It's good.
You know, and in our lives, when things are going good, when we've produced things that are beautiful or that are successful, and we step back and we look at that, man, we're in a great season, we're doing good, everything is happening, everything's flowing, everything's going good, we have a proclivity not to rest, but to keep doing more good.
Right.
And so I think God was the perfect example, even in great seasons when we're being productive, when we're hitting our stride, that we must be like him, the model. As a matter of fact, one of the 10 Commandments is what? Observe the Sabbath day.
Sabbath day
And keep
for
it
rest.
holy because it's good. I don't know about you, but I had a great day today. Hope
good.
you did. Looking forward to it. I want to encourage you today that as you're watching, as you're joining us, to go to our website, connect with us. We want you to leave your prayer requests. We love to pray for our friends and partners. We love to hear what's going on in your life, and in particular, how this time together has been a blessing to you. Check us out on the web. We look forward to seeing you soon.